We're going to try this. Good morning. We're going to try this on the Facebook this morning. I'm have everybody confused because I couldn't get it on the YouTube. It lost the connection. Let's see if we can get it on here. Show my dashboard here, people. Got to see what we got going on. All right. See what we got here. We have moved this over to Facebook. Motivational Monday. Let me see if I can just type a comment and see how we're working on here. Alright, now that we're all back here. Hey, Nakia. See, Nakia ought to like this better because we lost it on the YouTube, and I really think we'll discuss this. Back to Motivational Monday. And Motivational Monday is about, it is never too late to set your dreams. It's never too late to reach for your goals. It's never too late to do all of these wonderful things that we do. Sorry we lost the feed on the other one, but we're here now and we're going to give over this. What happens though when we set goals? What happens when we set these goals? Hey y'all, what happens when we set dreams? Anger gets in the way. So we have to learn to let things go. You can never set a good goal. It's never too late to have a dream. And I'm not talking about a dream for you and your family down the road, or what dream do you have for your husband, or what dream do you have for your children. What dream do you have for you? What dream do you have for you? That is key. I need to know what dream you have for you. I don't need to know that you need to do that. What are things that stop you from your dreams? For me, and I said this a minute earlier, my goal, my dream was to stop being angry all the time. Morning show. It was to stop being angry all the time. I needed to learn that it was okay to be mad, and it was okay to be frustrated, and it was okay for all of these things to happen. But those things didn't have to make me angry because they made my soul angry. I know my internet connection on YouTube didn't work. I know, right? It made my soul angry. And when my soul became angry, I became angry. And I became bitter. So I needed to learn that was my goal. My goal is to not be angry all the time. That is my dream. I want to live a day where I'm not angry all the time. I looked at Carl one day and I said, can we just have 24 hours where you're not bitching and not angry about something? And he says, why? You don't do it. And that was like so eye-opening. It's okay to complain. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be frustrated at a situation. Okay? It's okay for all it. Stop me from my dreams is fear. What are you afraid? I mean, yeah, fear of what? Fear of the unknown, fear of loss. I mean, we all have our fears, right? But here's the thing, we can get stuck in anger. These are the things that stop us from reaching our goals and reaching our personal dreams. We can get stuck in fear. We can get stuck in anger. Okay? We can get stuck in frustration. Those are all things that we can get very stuck in. Stuck in all those things. And I think the problem becomes when we get stuck in those things, we don't move forward and we get in a rut, and it keeps us from achieving our personal goals. You know, I'm going to use Nakia for an example. Y'all, Nakia rides a bike like 40 flipping miles. Okay, it drives me. My fear is that I would fall off and like bust my face open. That would be my first fear. The second one would be I'd die of a heart attack on a 40-mile bike ride. Okay? Her and her sister kayak. So, you know, they got this mastered down and get the kayak trailer in, and they get the kayaks down in the water, and they're doing all their kayaking stuff. They get all that down in there. She has no problem. No problem. I would be afraid that I'd like jackknife the trailer into the truck. So that would probably keep me from kayaking. But it doesn't hurt. She got over her fears and she moves on. And so we tend to let our fears catch up to us. We tend to let our anger stop us. When you set a goal, nothing should get in your way. Nothing. If it is to get healthier, to exercise more. How many times do we get into this, I'm going to exercise more? And then Melissa made a good point on Sunday. She said, COVID hit. COVID hit. And I couldn't go to the gym. And a lot of people said that. I mean, I couldn't go to the gym. There was a lot of things that came out. COVID hit. So all these things came and they stopped us from going, like COVID. We couldn't go to the gym. But nothing stopped you from taking a walk around the neighborhood. Nothing stopped you from, and so we let these kind of things get in the way of reaching our dreams and our goals. Excuses do that. And it's our head. You realize that our own head is our biggest detriment. Our own head is our biggest detriment. So what we're going to do today is we're going to find those dreams, we're going to find those goals, and we're going to find a way to get up, dust the cobwebs off, and move forward. That's what we do. I had a little more coffee because, my internet connection on the YouTube needed coffee. I probably need some more coffee. Let's go on about our business here. So this is what we're going to do. Every single one of you has the ability to reach a goal. Every single one of you is worthy of reaching a goal. Every single one of you is capable of reaching that goal. Every single person can do that. And we need to start moving in that direction. We need to start moving in that direction. Don't let the muck get you down. What is your goal for the day? What is your goal for the day? What's your goal? What do you want to accomplish? You start small. What do you want to accomplish this week? Write it down. What do you want to accomplish today? Write it down. What do you want to accomplish in a month? Write it down. And I'm talking about personal goals. I'm not talking about relationship goals, because let me tell you, when you get your personal goals together and you're not angry at yourself for missing goals, you're going to find that your relationship improves. That's the way it works. That is the way it works. Girl, I'm going to tell you, a few years ago, I lost 400 pounds out of my house. I lost 400 pounds out of my house. I said, bye. See ya. Divorce. Good thing. Boom, bye. Great thing ever happened. But yeah, losing 60 pounds during COVID. Everybody said the COVID-19, it was okay to gain 19 pounds. So, I mean, that's impressive. Set your goals. What is your goal today? Let's get off and find your goal, your dream, your desire. Make yourself happy. That is how, good morning, Haley, that is how this works. When we find our own happiness, when we set our own goals, when we set our own dreams, you need to get out of the mindset that my life is going to be like this. I'm tired. The Eeyore mindset, as I want to call it. Why bother? Life is not going to get any better. Right? I mean, that's what happens, right? Why bother? So here's the deal. I set your goal. Get rid of the Eeyore mindset. Get excited about something. Move forward about something. Let's move on about something. Set a goal. Set a dream. And it doesn't have to be, and I'm going to tell you about goal setting when it comes to weight loss especially. Don't set a pound thing. Just set a motivational thing. Hey, I'm going to eat better for the next 5 days. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Because let me tell you about habits. Habits are formed in 21 days. Habits are formed in 21 days. So if you spend we've all heard it, well, I've been in a funk all month. If you've been in a funk all month, guess what your new habit is? To be in a funk. So if you start today and say, I'm not going to be in a funk anymore. I'm going to let be angry go. I'm going to be mad when I need to be mad. I'm going to be frustrated when I need to be frustrated. And all those things I'm going to let go. I'm going to be mad at situations. I'm going to be mad at events. I'm going to be mad when things don't, happen like they're supposed to. I can be mad about those things. But I'm not going to let myself become angered by them where they take control of my life anymore. Tell it goodbye. That's my goal, is to just not be angry all the time. But when you start setting goals and you start having dreams and you start doing that, you learn to live. You learn to live when you start doing these things. Living is amazing. Learning to live is amazing. People don't realize the little things that you learn to live for. Learning to live is truly an amazing feat. And all of us have that ability. All of us have the ability to get rid of the negative for a little bit in your life and reach your dreams and reach your goals and be excited about dreaming again. How often do we sit here? Yeah, Melissa, make a large goal and break it down into steps. Who cares? Just do. When you learn that it is okay to have, and we're talking about personal goals and personal dreams. Yes, you can have a goal for your family. Yes, you can have a goal going forward. But on our Motivational Mondays, these are about us. How do we get motivated to tackle the rest of the week? How do we get in better to handle the rest of the week? We get up and we dust the dirt off and we say, you know what, today I'm going to do this. What is your goal? What is your goal? What is your desire? Where do you want to go? And what little steps does it take you to get there? And I don't care what your goal is, what your desire is, whatever it is your dream is, the very first thing you got to do, and you need to do it every morning, and I do this. My mom, it was funny because I was talking about doing this, and my mom said, I do it, it's in my medicine cabinet, so when I open it to get my makeup out every morning, I see it. Put a note somewhere that says, I'm wonderful. Thanks, Sarah Kim. Watch me for 21 days and it's a habit. God love you. I'm wonderful. I matter. I'm. I deserve. I'm worthy. Write it down and put it somewhere where you can see first thing in the morning, every morning. For me to see it first thing in the morning, every morning, I need to tape it to the coffee maker. I'm worthy. I matter. And when you start taking that mindset that you're worthy and you matter, then your life changes to become meaningful. Meaningful. Would you do anything for your child? Would you do anything for your child? Would you do anything for me, my furry babies, y'all? I would do anything for my fur kids. I mean, my real children too, but my fur kids, I would do anything for. I would do anything for my husband. I would do anything for them, for my mom. But what do I do for me? When do I matter? I'm going to tell you right now, when you matter first, when you matter first, I'm not saying become self-centered. When you matter first and you take care of yourself first and you realize that you're worthy first and you realize that you're special first and you realize that you were made to be this way and you realize all of those things. No, not that you want to be important, Sarah Kim. It has to say that I am important. When you change your mindset to say that I am important, when you get these mindsets about yourself and you realize that when you're setting your goals, you can accomplish anything. You don't want to be important. You need to own that. You are important. You are important. Put that out there. Now, if your goal is that because you're putting it there that you said to your other half, hey, look, I want to be important to you, that's great. And you will be. But what you have to absolutely do is change your mindset to say, I am important. And when you believe you are important, people believe that. They believe what you put out. They believe that. Okay? I'm good enough even if no one else thinks so. Absolutely. These are the things that you put out. You have to believe that about yourself. I've overcome some crappy things in my life. Some crappy things in my life. I had a childhood assault trauma. I worked EMS for a long time. There's a lot of baggage. And it's taken me a very long time to believe that I am worthy, that I am good enough. And when that mindset changes, when you put that out there and you're setting your goals, you're going to feel that you were important. That's right. You finally feel important, but you got to own it. You got to own it. That's what goal setting is about. That's what dreaming is about. Dreaming is when you envision your life a certain way. Goal setting is what you do to get to that dream. And the biggest obstacle you overcome is your mindset. Is your mindset. You know, I lost 180 pounds. And the one thing that infuriates Carl more than anything in the world is when I call myself the fat chick. And it infuriates him. And he says, but you're not fat. I said, I'm always going to be the fat chick. He says, no, you're not. Because if you start calling yourself the fat chick, that becomes who you are in your mind, and you've now taken ownership of that again. I'm like, damn. See, I learned more from him than I ever knew possible. But when you take ownership, when you start putting yourself down and you start beating yourself up and you start talking about yourself in a negative mindset, you are now owning the negative mindset. You don't want to own the negative mindset. You want to own the positive mindset. You want to own that positive mindset. I need you to own the positive mindset. Own it. What do you want to do? What is your dream? What are your goals? What are your desires? What are your steps to get there? Own them. Don't say, I want to feel important. You can own that today. That is something you can own this minute. I am important. You enjoy being a giver, and when you felt you couldn't give the way you used to, you felt crushed. See, giving. I did that too. It was hard for me. Financially giving materialistic things, giving things I used to do. I don't do that anymore. Well, one, I can't afford it, and that was a hard thing for me. That was some of the biggest things Carl and I argued over. Is that if I wanted it, I worked more and I just did more and I had more and I did more. But the reality was, I had way more to give in here than I had to give materialistically. And yes, the hardest person to convince of your worthiness is you. Absolutely. We tend to put us last. So we have to get past that. What do you desire in life? Do you want to be happy? Then you need to, on your thing, I'm telling you, when you look at goals this week, when you look at dreams this week, start writing them down. What do you want? Pick your 2 or 3. 1, you want to be treated like you're worthy, then you are worthy, and write it down. If you want to be treated like you are important, then write down, I am important. Learn to live what you desire. Learn to live what you desire. If you want happiness, guess what? You're the only person. You are the only person, you, who can determine your happiness. You let in the negative. You're the gatekeeper of the negative feelings. So if you want to be happy, guess what? You own that. Now write up there, I am happy. Not I am going to be happy. I am happy. If you want to be blessed, Don't write down, I want to be blessed. Own it. I am blessed. Remember, I told y'all forever, verbiage changes everything. Verbiage changes everything. How are we supposed to communicate with our veteran effectively if we don't learn to communicate with ourselves effectively? We have to communicate with ourselves effectively. Not, I want to be happy. I am happy. Not that I want to feel blessed. I am blessed. Not that I want to feel important. I am important. Not that I want to feel successful. I am successful. You see the difference? Because if you want to feel successful or you want to feel blessed, that brings in the mindset that an outside source makes you that way. You are the person who controls your own happiness, your own destiny, your own mental mindset. That is on you. Nobody else controls that. They may give you stuff that makes you struggle and makes it hard, but at the end of the day, the person who controls your emotions is you. Is you. So instead of saying, I want, because now you can want them to help you. And remember, we talked about asking specifically for what you want. I want you to pay more attention to me by doing this. I want you to do, that's fine. But as far as what your emotions and your well-being and your worthiness, nobody else determines that but you. Own it. Own it today. Own it today. Better ask if someone is good than what's wrong. It's all in the wording. It's right. It's in the wording. It's in the wording. But stop. Today we're talking about us. What do we say to us? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. We try to convince ourselves with that, I'm fine. No, be fine. Be fine. Yes, you can be mad. Mad, deal with it, move on. Yes, you can be angry. Angry, deal with it, move on. Because at the end of the day, I matter. I'm worthy. I'm important. I'm special. I am me, and I am uniquely me, and I don't owe an explanation on who I am to anybody else. That is the end of your day. That is what motivates you. That is about Motivational Mondays. It is about setting your dreams, your personal goals, your personal desires. And let me tell you something. Remember I tell you everything else in this world takes baby steps? This is the one thing, what I'm telling you today, that no longer requires baby steps. This does not require a baby step. If you desire to be happy today, it can happen right this minute. If you desire to feel worthy today, it can happen right this minute. If you decide to be important today, it can happen right this minute. This is the one thing that does not require baby steps. This is the one thing that does not require baby steps. It is just like that. You become who you are. And it is instant. It is instant. And that, y'all, is what it's about. That is what this whole thing is about. Setting your motivation, setting your goals. So today is the one day we're not going to learn baby steps. We're going to jump feet first in and decide we are worthy, because you are worthy. Today, you are worthy. You are important. You are amazing. You are loved. You are blessed. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can take that today. Today. No baby step. Change your mindset. Move forward in this mindset. That's what it takes. So, that's the motivation for this week. It is important just to be me. It is important. You know what? I don't have to be Nakia. Nakia is Nakia, and I love Nakia. I will never be Nakia. I will never be a great Nakia because Nakia already has the patent on being a great Nakia. She has a twin sister. And why they do a lot alike, Nakia has the patent on being the greatest Nakia Terracotta there is. Her sister, Dakia, has the patent on being the greatest Dakia there is. I will never be either one of them. I will never be as good at being them as they are at being them. They own that patent. And they're twins. And y'all, it's hard to tell them apart unless you've heard them talk. I can tell them apart in pictures, and I'm almost to where I can tell them apart when I hear them talk. And they're identical twins. They have their own patent on their own life. And that is where you need to get with yours. You can't be somebody else. Be you. Enjoy you. Like you. I spent 50 some years not liking myself. And the sad thing is, it is 50 some years that I wasted. 50 some years of anguish that I went through because I didn't like myself. I was angry. I was bitter. I was jealous. I was resentful. I was all of these things, all because I didn't like myself. I could talk about this subject all day, so I'm going to get off here because Mama's got to go to a little PT today. I love y'all. It has been an amazing day. Great day. It is our Motivational Monday. We have so much going on coming up this week. Tomorrow, and I'm probably going to, I'll let y'all know today, but I'm really thinking we're going back to doing the lives here because they're just easier to get to, and then send them on up to the YouTube channel because of the connectivity. YouTube is a lot harder to connect to. We might just stay where we are and move it and upload it like we did. We'll work on that today. I'll talk to the executive committee. I've got a lot of business stuff I need to take care of, but my mama comes first, so tomorrow is business day. Mama is first today. Tomorrow we have our Walking in My Shoes like we always do, and I will do it here on Facebook tomorrow. And right there afterwards at 10 o'clock, 10 Nakia or 11, 10 o'clock Eastern time, one thing we're going to start doing is we are going to do an inspirational series, again, about your worthiness and how God created us, and that's going to be on there. It'll be a separate series, so those of you who wish to join that are welcome to. And we're going to start doing that. On Wednesdays, you know, we have Wellness Wednesday with Stephanie. Thursday is Let's Talk with the rest of us. Friday, we are really getting back into Vet Connect. I'm going to get Sunny D to do us a little bit on that. And then we have our Sunday check-in. So we are full weeks coming forward. We are blessed that you are part of our community. You are our family. I'm Stacy. This has been Walking in My Shoes. We are loving my veteran. Have a blessed day. And remember, set your goals, set your dreams. You can reach them beginning today. Bye, y'all.